Yo, what's going on, guys? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com, Paradise Garage. Going to be doing some quick auto body and paint Q&A for about 20 to 30 minutes. Whoever's here, whoever needs help, please let me know. Also, if you're a VIP member at Learn Auto Body and Paint, just type in the chat VIP member and where you're tuning in from. Everybody else, type in the chat where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you are. Tuning in from Hawaii here. Rainy day right now. We got a storm coming, but just let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. First of all, so we can get started and do some quick auto body Q&A for the next 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how busy we get. Other than that, if you're totally brand new, check out the card over here. Click on that and go to radspaintformula.com to get some free training on how to lay out amazing paint finishes without runs, sags, orange peel, and tiger striping and all the other paint problems that a lot of people get, especially when they get started out in painting. And also, if you guys are looking for amazing spray guns, don't forget to check out Zula.com. Just click the link over here or down below in the description if you're on the replay to check out those guns. They're actually going to be doing a sale, I think, later on this week. I believe it's if you get an X27, you can get the X9 off at like more than 50% off or something like that, like some crazy deal. So just, I don't know, you might want to subscribe to the Zula subscriber newsletter on the site somewhere at Zula.com so you can get the notifications on their sales and whatever. So if you go to Zula.com, go all the way down, there's going to be an email address where you can put in your email. These dogs are fighting in back of me. Crazy dogs. Anyway, Dan says loud and clear. Awesome, Dan. Thank you for letting me know. Guys, I usually feed these guys around 3 o'clock, and I missed feeding them. I'm on the stream with you guys. But I'll feed you guys after the call, all right? Look at these guys. They're all like hungry, waiting to feed them. Black Rain says, what's up, buddy? What's up? Everybody type in the chat where you're tuning in from. Let me know. I think the audio and the video is good. I did pop those links in there for you guys. So anybody got any questions as far as auto body? If you're a total newbie, just type in the chat. Also say you're a newbie. Doesn't matter. We want to know where you're tuning in from. Newbie, LABAP member or whatever. Let me know. So Jeffrey Eaton says, Upper East Tennessee, what's going on? South Carolina in the house. Everything is good. Hear you good. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Can you ever spray clear coat over single stage? Absolutely. If you want to, no worries. You could absolutely spray clear coat over single stage. So there's a few ways to do it. So you could literally lay your single stage on, your first coat, second coat. If you're going to single stage normally can be finished in 2 coats, 2 heavy to wet coats. That's how I lay it on. If you want to, in that last coat, you can mix up some clear coat, okay, on the side, like a quart of clear coat, and then mix it into your last batch to give it some extra clear to it. You could do that, and you could just spray it right on as a second or third coat. If you wanted to, you can just mix clear and just throw it on your third coat of single stage if you wanted to do that. But normally, if you spray single stage and you lay it on nice and glossy, you really don't need clear coat because it's pretty much already mixed in. Single stage is like women's nail polish, the acrylic, the enamel nail polishes where you put it on and it's clear. You don't have to put clear coat on it. So you could do it while you're working the paint job, or you could do your single stage, 2 coats, let that dry and let the car, enjoy the vehicle for 2-3 months or a year or whatever, right? You just let that sit. But if you feel like, hey, I want to put some clear coat on it, it kind of died, it kind of like had some dieback and shriveled up and it doesn't look as shiny as it did last year, right? You could absolutely sand it down with 800 grit, right? Just give it a nice scuff with 800 grit, wash it down. I prefer wet sanding. Clean it all up, let it dry, and you could put 2 coats of clear coat on top of that, just like that. So you could do it like that also. There's a few ways to do it. So let me know if that answered your question, if that was helpful. Let me know in the chat, type down below. And yeah. How's everybody doing, by the way? How's everyone doing? Okay. So we got Florida in the house, Canada in the house, Dayton, Ohio in the house. What's up, Gail? Tuning in from Facebook. Arkansas in the house. Little Rock, never been up there. So Looney says when doing custom paint on a white when you're doing custom paint on a white base, what's the best way to find? So Looney, your question is coming in too short. Okay, here we go. What's the best way to find smudges and overspray from other colors before clear? When doing custom paint designs on white, what is the best way to find smudges and overspray from other colors before clear? So you're probably saying, what's the best way to remove them? So you're gonna have to be really careful if you get other color overspray on it. If it's very light overspray, a tack rag will simply wipe it off. I would not recommend using any type of reducer or wax and grease remover to take off overspray on top of a nice base coat, because you're gonna literally melt the base coat. You're gonna mess it up. So, you're just gonna hope that the smudges come off with a tack rag. If you got paint on there, you're literally gonna probably have to wet sand it out with like a light 2000 grit or 1500 grit to see if you can take it out, or remask up your other color and then spray that white base on again to cover it. That's the only way to do it, because you're not going to be putting any type of chemical reducer, wax and grease remover to take off overspray, because you're going to mess up that foundation, that base coat. You get what I'm saying? So either you're going to be lucky enough to where it's super light where you can tack it off, or you're going to have to mask up your other tone again and just kind of re-hit it. Okay, you're not going to be using any type of solvent to take it off, because that's going to mess up your base coat. Hopefully that helped. Did that kind of answer your question? Let me know if that answered your question. Guys, we're doing auto body and paint Q&A for about 20 minutes till about 9:30 EST. So just type in your questions if you have any newbie questions, medium questions, advanced, whatever. It doesn't matter what your questions are. Just pop it in there. Most likely I'll be able to help you out with, overcoming whatever obstacle you got going or whatever question you got going. You guys liking this so far? Let me know. Type in the chat. Give me some feedback here. Type in the chat. So hopefully that helped. Now I got some other questions here. Should I prime before seam sealer or after? I would. It actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you could prime it, seam seal it, and then prime it again. Or I would probably just seam seal it and then prime it. This way you could just put your paint right over that. So, yeah. Hopefully that helps. VIP North Florida, loud and clear. Awesome, awesome. What about blacks? What about metallic single stage being water, sand, and cleared? Yeah, no problem. I would use an 800 grit. Okay, I wouldn't go 600 too coarse. I would go 800 grit, and just start in a small section and just kind of go in a just sand it down. You can go circular or you can go straight. Okay, I would probably just go straight. If you're going to be using a finer sandpaper, 1500, you can go circular. But if you're doing an 800, you want to put clear on it, I would go straight, straight sanding. Use a block, a soft block, a sponge block will be good, because you don't want to put your imprints of your fingers. That's the worst way to do it. But then you should be fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Watching from Ashland, Wisconsin. Lifetime VIP member, Kansas. That helps a lot. Thank you. All good. Thanks. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys. For all you newbies just tuning in, again, you want to get some awesome paint information, go to Rad's Paint Formula. It's a free training that I put together. A lot of people like it. And the other site is basically our main website, learnautobodyandpaint.com. Where you can sign up to other trainings as well. You're going to be getting the auto body guide and other things. Hold on, let me just post that for you guys right here. Wow, we're getting some thunder. What is the best spray gun to work on a budge for primer, base coat, and clear coats? So I would definitely look into the Atom X20 if you're on a budget and you want to get started. It's a good starter spray gun. Or if you want to get kind of like a little higher grade, check out the Atom X27. And I'm going to post a link here to Zula.com where you can check those guns out. And keep in mind, this is the X27 right here. This is like one of my favorite go-to spray guns. The Atom X27 sprays amazing. All of the guns at Zula from Atom basically come with the gun butt ultra lighting system, which is this light system here, which literally lights up everything while you're painting. It's an amazing thing. I have some YouTube videos on it. There's almost a 5-star rating on Amazon, hundreds of reviews, proven product, works for so many people. I've painted complete cars in a pitch black garage with this light feature here, and amazing results, no problem. Complete car in a pitch black garage, no lights, just this, back when I was in Texas a couple years ago. So check these guns out. You get the gun bud lighting system for free. If you want to pick these up separately, they're on Amazon, eBay for like $50, give or take, 49 to 59 bucks. Have you tried the linear blocks? Yeah, they work good. Lifetime VIP Kansas, Harold Schwinn. What's going on? Any more questions, guys? Any more auto body questions? It doesn't matter if it's a newbie question, advanced question, whatever you guys got, let me know. This is your time for the next, 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, give or take. Auto body Q&A. Let me know. If not, we can talk about whatever. I don't care. We can talk about crypto. We can talk about whatever. I'm here. I blocked out this time for you. How do you guys like this time zone? I know we were doing 2 hours before. We were doing 7 p.m. Eastern, but now I'm kind of back to the 9 p.m., which is 3 p.m. my time here. A little bit better, time zone wise. I'm not sure. Let me know if this time works out for you guys. Type in the chat. Give me some feedback. Other than that, do we have any more auto body and paint questions? Again, guys, don't forget to look through the chat and check out radspaintformula.com to get that free Rads Paint Formula training, and also learn autobodyandpaint.com. So Gail likes 9. Okay, cool. Black Rain says, have you ever had a wrinkling problem with 2K primer? I probably have in the past. Yes, probably. So it's happening because of your surf, whatever you have underneath. Maybe you have I don't know, some sort of other type of paint under there that's causing a reaction, but normally the 2K usually lays on really well. The only reason why you're going to get wrinkling is because of a chemical reaction underneath. Could be dirty. Maybe you had some oil in the air, somebody spraying WD-50, WD-40 or something. You touched it, or somebody grease went on it, something, silicone went on it, something is on it, which gives you that. So make sure before doing any type of primer, you're using a wax and grease remover to clean your panels. You can also use Sprayway glass cleaner if you want to, which also works just as well. And easier. The only thing is I would just put it on lightly, Sprayway, put it on lightly. You don't really want to foam it up on your panels, just a very light, and then you wipe it down. Watching from the Philippines. Awesome, man. Where in the Philippines? Let me know. Let me know where in the Philippines. I plan on going back later this year, hopefully. Do you have to prime over 320 or can you paint over it? So if you're doing a single stage paint, and I talked about this in the last stream, you could paint single stage over 320. Okay. It's going to seem like it's a little bit on the coarse side, but if you're spraying a single stage and you lay it on thick, two, medium, wet, heavy coats, you're going to cover it. But I would go, you could do it, but if you're going to be doing like a black or a dark color, I would go, go a little bit more, go 360 and you'll be fine. 360 grit. Okay. But I mean, most of everything I do, I'll prep to 400 anyway, base coat, clear coat, or single stage. It's just kind of like, I'll just get to that point. But if you're doing single stage and you have some areas on the car that are kind of a little rougher, maybe a 360 and then you got 400 on the most part, single stage will cover it. You're not going to have an issue. So hopefully that helps. Guys, we're doing Autobody Q&A for another 10 more minutes, give or take. Let me know if you have any questions. Just type it in the chat. Also, check out radspaintformula.com to get some free training on how to spray amazing finishes every time. I'll pop the link down below or check out the little box over here on YouTube. Guys, when I point like this, am I pointing to your right side of the screen or is it on your left side of your screen? And when you're watching my video, is it the top right that I'm pointing to? Just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's coming out on the top right. Let me know. Is this your top right? Type in the chat. Is this your top right? T. Corley says, should I wipe the car down with surface cleaner after 2K primer? If so, what kind? Again, you can use a sprayway. I would definitely blow it down, get the dust off. Or if you're doing wet sanding, make sure you wash off the cakiness. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. But normally, if you're doing 2K, if you're sanding a 2K filler primer down, it's clean. Normally, you really don't have to do a cleaner on top of it, but you could, and for the most part, I do, especially if you're doing a full complete paint job. So I would use a wax and grease remover. You can buy them by the gallon, put them in a spray bottle, and you just use a wax and grease prep, right? You spray it on lightly, guys. You don't want to like over soak this on your paint. Okay, very lightly. You put it on, you mist it on, high mist, and then you just wipe it off immediately. You go panel by panel. I show you these trainings in VIP. You guys see it on every paint job that I do. You can also use sprayway. All right. Glass cleaner, you can buy them at Walmart. Costco used to have them. I don't think Costco has it anymore. This stuff works just as well. Just a light coat. And I like to use the shop towels and just wipe them down. Okay, a lint-free towel. These blue towels are pretty lint-free, or you can just use a microfiber cloth. Any type of lint-free towel. I use those. The shop towels are great. They're disposable. You just use them, throw them out, and you're all good. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Dan, for letting me know. MR22, thank you. So other than that, guys, how is everyone doing? Everybody doing okay? We're almost halfway through 2023, man. Can you believe that? This year is flying by. It really is. 2024 is almost on the way. I've been busy the past couple of months just revamping a lot of my websites, Learn Auto Body and Paint, my car flipping site. Like I got a lot of websites that we've been like working on the back end, reviving, and just changing things around. So I've been super busy with that. Hopefully, we will be done by the end of the month as far as getting all of that stuff done. But yeah, it's been busy. And then we got the Tesla project coming up this summer for sure. We're going to be doing a candy two-tone project on that. All right, guys, any more auto body questions? If not, we're going to call it a day. We've been on for about 20 minutes, give or take. Let me know. Type in the chat. Time seems to go by faster. I think we're going into the age of Aquarius. And, things are getting crazy. I think time is moving faster. Even my daughter says it, and she's only 14. So I think time really is going by faster. My dad used to say life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer it gets to the end of the roll, the faster it goes. Pretty crazy. Have you had any different types of brands of fine line tape any good? I use one brand, and that's 3M. I've never really tested any other. 3M makes a really good fine line tape, and that's all I use. Never really had to go and test it because I buy them, and I buy a couple of packs at a time, and I don't use them a lot. So it's just something, and if I run out, I'll just get 3M again. The most popular sizes are eighth for flames and for like curvy type of two-tone graphics, and then a 1/4 inch for more straight line. I have some right here. Will Autobody change in the next 5 years? Honestly, there hasn't been much change in the past 10. Here is fine line tape, 1/4 inch on the bottom, eighth on the top, 3M. This is what I use. I got another pack here. I just buy them on eBay. And I got these, these are eighth inch, 3M. And I've had these for years. I haven't even opened them up yet. I still got a couple of open packs, but when I buy them, I'll just buy like 4 or 5 rolls just so I have them, because sometimes I'll be like brainstorming, like mapping out some designs. 3M fine line blue. Yeah, anytime you're using a fine line, you want to get the blue fine line. That's the one. Have you had any experience with different brand? I already did that. Will Autobody change in the next 5? Well, it hasn't really changed in 10, so I don't think it's really going to change in the next 5 years. The only introduction really was waterborne, and that isn't even really mainstream. Even in all the big body shops, not all of them are using waterborne paints. It's just another gimmick that they tried to do. I mean, it's still paint, Great channel, but painting for years, and I never stopped learning. Awesome, Black Rain. Thanks for tuning in. What to do if tape stripe lifts up at ends? Well, what I do is I pull it back, I cut it with a razor blade, and then I just attach a new piece of tape to go around and make sure it sticks. Because you want it to stick. You don't want it peeling. You're peeling, you're not going to have your fine line. You're going to have overspray there, and it's going to be jacked up, right? So you're going to have to redo it. So if it starts peeling, you got to redo it. If you're in the middle of a paint job and it's peeling, then you still got to redo it. You got to fix it before you start spraying, right? But if you're laying it on over dried base coat and it's a new tape, it shouldn't have any stick problems. I never really had issues. We're not going to be doing hard lines on this Tesla project because it's so round and the body lines are so cool. So we're going to be doing like a fade candy paint job on this thing. That's going to be this summer. I'm excited for that. We're going to do the rims black as well. And super excited. Anyway, guys, hit the like button. I'm going to call it a day. I got to feed these dogs. They're going nuts. And I hope you enjoyed the Autobody Q&A today. We're going to be doing the same thing next week, same time. So just let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Type in the chat. Let me know. I'm going to post a couple links again. radspaintformula.com right there. You can also hit up learnautobodyandpaint.com. And if you're looking for great spray guns, don't forget to check out Zula.com, where you can get the Atom guns. It comes with the Gun Bud Ultra Lighting System. So check it out. Thanks for tuning in, dudes. I'll be back next week. And let me get this last question here. As for auto body changing, Range Rover, Audi, and some others won't sell you parts if you're not certified by them. Like new Range Rover is aluminum, won't sell you structural parts. Well, then you just buy it through a dealer. You can buy it through a dealer. Or if you have any auto body, shop connections, just have them order it for you. There's always a way around something. The car industry, they just want to monopolize everything. But fortunately, there's still a lot of other cars on the road. Whoa, that was a big thunder right there. Peace out. Thanks again for the info. Love your work. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, guys. T. Corley, thanks for the info on that. Same thing with Tesla. Very hard getting parts, but, I got auto body guys who can get everything for me. So there's always a way around it. You know, you might not be able to get some parts off of eBay, but that's going to be years down the road. All right, guys. Peace out. Yeah, storm's coming. Let's see how dark it's getting back here. And I gotta feed these dogs. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. It's actually not that bad. I mean, it's dark, but it ain't that dark. Just harvested some bananas yesterday off one of my banana trees. Look how big these guys are. That's my head. They're thick. These are like apple bananas or whatever. I got so many different varieties of bananas here. I don't even know what's what anymore. There's ice cream banana, there's apple banana, there's strawberry banana. But these are so good. Look, they were busting at the seams. They were like getting so big. Some of these are busting, but what we do is we let them ripe, we cut them, and then the dogs eat those, or we feed them to the chickens. They love them. But yeah, look at this. These bananas are amazing. Talk to you later, guys. Fresh bananas, yeah. We had a load. That's just partial load. We had like 4 more bunches in the house. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week. All right, and then within the next, I would say by June, we're gonna start back up on the auto body projects, and we're gonna have a lot more like actual auto body content coming out. I literally pulled my back the other day, so like I'm in pain. Like when I sit, I'm in pain. Like I'm not doing well back wise at the moment. So, peace out, guys. Have a good one.